Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing a very special first impressions video. And the fragrance we are doing a very special first impression on is the latest release from the house of Les Indemodables, called Oranger Sirocco. Sensational. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you, and I am excited. I am very excited. Many times I have said to you that I think the best brand for perfume in the world today is Les Indemodables. And today we have their latest release called Oranger Sirocco. They have sent me a discovery kit, which includes, I think that's a 10ml, a 9 or 10ml of the perfume Oranger Sirocco. And as usual, they have sent two of the main ingredients, or the newest ingredients. And this is Royal Cinnamon Extract, Louse, and Orange Blossom. Oh, sorry, I'll move that away. Get it to focus, maybe not. Orange Blossom Absolute from Morocco. I wonder if it's from Jamal, because Jamal's from Morocco as well. Also, last week, or the week before, I was sent this lovely ceramic. And it's one of those ceramics that you spray perfumes on. And it has the smell of Oranger Sirocco on it. So that was like my first impression. But now I actually have the perfume, so I'm going to be able to smell it. Okay. We will read from this little card that was sent very kindly. I'm a big fan of the cards. This is from Les Indemodables. Unprecedented fragrances, extraordinary ingredients. Okay, we are delighted to present to you Oranger Sirocco, our 2024 creation. We hope you will enjoy it. With our warmest wishes, Valerie, Antoine, and Remy. Oranger Sirocco was born out of a desire to imagine an olfactory landmark, a sensory compass that is both bright, joyful, and reassuring. From the first notes, the mind is carried away by a warm, shimmering wind of sand. On the other side of the Mediterranean, in the heart of an orange grove, with closed eyes, scents and sounds intertwine, the powerful and intoxicating fragrance of orange blossom, echoing the distant hustle and bustle of a souk, where the aroma of spices mixes in waves, saturating the regular breath of the Sirocco. Antoine Lee, master perfumer, says, "This creation consists of a mnemonic and familiar ingredients to our olfactory memory, particularly orange blossom and cinnamon. The use for the first time of an exceptionally refined extract of royal cinnamon from Laos, specially developed by Atelier Français de Matière, contributes to this perception of radiance and sensuality. Precious ingredients: Orange Blossom Absolute from Morocco, 3%, Petit Grain Oil from Morocco, 2.4%, and Royal Cinnamon Louse Extract, Grand Cru, 0.6%. That is the literature, my friends. That is the literature. Having not looked on Tinternet to see if there's any other kind of note listings or blurbs or any of that stuff. This came out only 2 days ago, I want to say. So there is literally nothing anywhere about this perfume that I'm aware of anyway. So let's get down to it, shall we? Oranger Sirocco. Oof. Never sprayed this before, haven't smelled it. Let's see what the first impression is like. fresh citrus, warm. I need to just give that a second. It's like so my reference for orange blossom in my collection, because I'm not a big fan of white florals, and I think orange blossom is a white floral, but it's not like the most offensive white floral. It's certainly a white flower. Whether it's a white floral or not is another thing. But my reference is Queer Canage by Dior, which I love. In that, it gives Queer Canage this kind of gloopy, almost syrupy kind of warm, slightly citric vibe. In this, it's different. It's much more orangey, if that makes sense. There's fresh notes. I imagine that's the Petit Grand. Floral, fresh floral, kind of dreamy in a way. It does smell warm. Like you can smell that there's warmth of like an exotic kind of warmth about it. But it's fresh. It's very beautiful. It's very there's it's not pretty, it's beautiful. There's depth, there's more to it than just surface at a glance kind of thing, which they usually are with the Les Indemodables. It's fresh though. It's not allowing any kind of, excuse me whilst I hydrate. It's not allowing any kind of it doesn't have this kind of stodgy feel which a lot of perfumes have. It's not gloopy, it's not syrupy, it's not ambery in that kind of way. For me, like an amber is quite, you can get, I mean obviously there are lots of different kinds of ambers. It's like an amber colour without it having that kind of resinous, thick syrup weight to it, like a gravity. It's more ethereal than that, you know. It talks about warm, shimmering wind of sand. It does feel like you are stood. It does feel like you are stood somewhere that is, the default setting is that it is warm, like a like a, like a desert, like a it doesn't smell remote though. You know, when I think of deserts, I feel like they're remote. They are like you're in the middle of nowhere. This doesn't feel like that. This doesn't feel like you're too far away from like nature and life. I think it's definitely got that kind of Les Indemodables DNA. It's clean, it's fresh. I don't know if there's any ambergris in here. Because I get like a slight saltiness from it that feels quite reminiscent of Ambra Supreme. There's something of Ambra Supreme about this. It's different, don't get us wrong. It's not like they haven't like remade Ambra Supreme. But it's rich, it's thick, it's floral, it's warm, it's spicy, but it's not warming. It's like reflective of warmth, you know, like a breeze somewhere hot. Imagine you're somewhere hot and then you get like this kind of like relieving breeze. You know, a bit of respite from the dry, sandy, exotic heat. Like if you're like me and I am from Northern England, right, and we don't have any kind of there is nowhere that I am from that would be this way, that would feel like this kind of exoticness. It smells like it said on the other side of the Mediterranean. It's kind of what it feels like. It feels like North Africa. Obviously, it's got like Moroccan Petit Grand. It has orange blossom from Morocco, and that's what it feels like. That's what it gives off. It gives off North African vibes. But it also has this kind of still quite close to the sea, you know? There's like a slight saltiness there. I would be very surprised if there wasn't ambergris in it. If there isn't any ambergris in it, I would be very surprised. It's very nice. It's very nice. I need to spend a bit more time with it. I need to spend more time with it, which I will. And I will decide whether I am going to purchase it or not. And you will see in a future video whether I will purchase it or not. I'm not going to try the ingredients here and now. Might see if I can get Eugene on a stream if he gets one of these, which I'm sure he will. And when he gets one, I should say when he gets one of these, and we can talk about them together, you know. He might want to do something with Remy as well so we can sniff along. So I will look forward to that. Anyway, this has been my first impression of Oranger Sirocco, and I will see you all again soon.